Is Smash Ultimate still good? Very plain and very simple question. Smash Ultimate, released in 2018, is referred to as the best Smash game to date. And when you clicked on this video, you were probably shocked to see a video with such a title. I mean, obviously it holds up, right? Look, everyone has their own opinion, but I do too. And in my opinion, Smash Ultimate doesn't hold up as well as people say it does. So in this video, I'm going to go over several different topics about the game, like visuals, gameplay, and more. So strap in, because this is about to be a wild ride. Oh, and if you enjoy content like this, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to start making videos like this more often, and I try to post shorts daily, so if you like this video, make sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now onto the video. Smash Ultimate's gameplay is something else. I'm not saying it controls badly, but compared to Smash 4, it honestly feels worse to play. It definitely plays faster than Smash 4, but it doesn't feel as smooth. The weird thing about this is that I don't even know why it feels so much worse. It just does. The only two reasons I can think of have to do with the jumping and the animation. Compared to other Smash titles, Ultimate has a very quick jump. It feels less natural, which is a perfect transition into my other possible reason for clunky gameplay, which is the unnatural animation and movement. Let's take a look at Mario real quick. About 90% of his animations have been redone, and they look great. There's just one issue. Mario's animations are a little too eccentric and active. It makes movement feel a little more unnatural because the way Mario moves doesn't really line up with how the player is controlling him. You know, Smash 4's more simple animations felt better because they were simpler, which made the movement feel a little less odd. I guess. I'm still not completely sure why Ultimate feels the way it does. I can only assume that it has to do with running issues. Smash Ultimate is pretty good, graphics-wise. For the most part. I have a lot to say about Ultimate's graphics, but let's keep things organized. To start, we'll talk about the pros of Ultimate's visuals. Number 1, the textures are phenomenal. Compared to Smash 4, the textures look great. The effects are a lot more cartoony, which looks very appealing compared to the more realistic effects we had in earlier titles. The shadows are now generated in real time rather than... Am I seriously gonna have to explain how shadows used to work? Okay kids, today we're gonna be talking about Smash's pre-ultimate shadow system. Basically, what they did was take a low-poly version of the current character you were playing as, make it completely black and flat, slap it on the floor or the wall or wherever the character is, program it to do everything the character does, and there you go. Obviously, doing shadows like this can lead to some pretty odd glitches, so it's a good thing that Ultimate has real-time shadows now. There's just one problem I have with this. It's a minor issue. Just a tiny, little itty-bitty the shadows are ugly. The shadows look like YouTube videos from 2008. They're literally 240p. Obviously, when you're playing the game, you don't really notice how bad the shadows look, but when you do notice it, it is weird. Sometimes I try to take pictures and I see the shadow in the background and it feels like one of those ads where someone's in the background and you have to use AI to remove them. Another weird thing is when you move the camera and the shadows change. They are literally 4D. Hopefully when we get a new Smash game in fall 2026, the shadows will look better due to better hardware. And before you ask, yes, I know I said it was coming out in fall 2026. I can see into the future, okay? Smash Ultimate has quite a few of the old stages from Smash 64. Some stages were even edited to look nicer compared to how they were on the N64, which is exactly where my problem comes in. Why are some stages redone, but others aren't even touched? I don't get it. Now when it comes to the redone stages, I have a bit to say. Starting off, I want to talk about Peach's Castle. The bridge got redone. That's it. Everything else is the same. They changed one thing. Pokemon Stadium didn't get any model changes, but the textures are high-res now, so it gets a 6.9 out of 10 from me. Hyrule Castle is what I want to talk about right now, though. Hyrule got a complete makeover. Everything is redone, and it looks great. Why didn't they do this for any other stage? Dreamland didn't get the treatment, Yoshi's Story didn't get that treatment, and Peach's Castle only got 29% of the treatment. Did Nintendo just think some stages deserved edging? Okay, maybe that was a bad term. All I'm saying is that the stages still look better. You can't just make one look better without improving the other ones, it's inconsistent. When it comes to original and good ideas, I'm admittedly gonna have to say that Ultimate is pretty short on them. The story mode is like a 6 out of 10, and coming from me, that's pretty bad. They added Min rather than Springman. Why? They made it so that custom stages can't be accessed through training or Special Smash. Why? The only genuinely great idea this game offers are spirits. The amount of stuff you can do with these spirits is crazy. You can give your character 3 double jumps. You can go super fast. You can go super slow. You can play Brawl. You can do anything. But aside from that, Ultimate isn't that original of a game compared to its predecessors. Melee added fast-paced mechanics like wave dashing, L canceling, and way too many other things. Brawl added a story mode, and tripping. Smash 4 added custom moves, which is honestly one of the reasons I still return to that game so much. Ultimate though? didn't really do anything new. It's just a Smash game that does everything the older games do without really coming up with its own ideas. Now I'll admit, the more I thought about it, the more I realized that Smash Ultimate as a game does have a specific purpose. It's meant to be a game that takes everything from past Smash games, specifically characters and stages, and combines them to make the biggest and best Smash experience there is. The most definitive way to play Smash. And I get that, so I won't hit on Ultimate too much for not having a ton of original content because bringing things back was the main point, so I'll let it slide this once. Overall, when it comes to how Ultimate holds up, I'd say pretty well. I have many issues with the game, and when it comes to playing Smash, Ultimate isn't the first thing that comes to mind. I'd probably think of Melee first. Obvi. But if I'm being real, Ultimate isn't bad at all. And if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it maybe an 8 out of 10. And if it had wave dashing, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10. If it had melee tech like L canceling and wave dashing, I'd enjoy the game way more, which is honestly why I love HDR so much. As a game, Ultimate is great, even if it's not my favorite. Sakurai went out of his way to add all these characters and stages in this big game that had to have taken a long time to make. So you know what? Ultimate is fantastic, and it gets a 72496 out of 999,999. Yeah. Hey guys, if you made it to the end of the video, then thank you guys so much for watching. This video is definitely the most ambitious one I've made, and I plan to make many more videos like these. So if you don't want to miss out, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Mario's about to come and punch me, so before he does that, I just want to say thank you, and I will see you